Test, test, test. Good evening, Manhattan, New York City, the world, the universe, and beyond. Tonight we are in Studio 4. It's July. And I don't think that we've done a UFO show with an alien show for almost a year, maybe more. And we're in our 14th year, over 500 shows. My name's Kirk, and, you know, spiritual, supernatural, mystical, magical, interdimensional, phantasmagorical, metaphysical, Shakti, Namaste. We're kind of in the dog days of July, so we usually just do like fun show, fluff show. Do we ever have isn't it all a fluff show? Fake news, real news? Okay, I gotta tuck the cord. We've got some bright, like we are caught. You can see in the background is a UFO. Let's see, we're syncing up. What do you want the opening song to be? My name's Kirk, and I'm on all social media. Kirk Spiritual. I'm on my Instagram at Kirk Spiritual. I got a Facebook. Tori Amos is going to be in New York City November 7th and 8th at the Beacon Theater. Yes. Okay. So, opening song, closing song, UFOs, the best evidence. Let me see. There's the UFOs, and we got the Mac here, and away we go. Documentary, which I think is totally you're not going to believe this, and you know, now the show is going to be proof. Disney, the wonderful world of Disney, actually produced a documentary about UFOs and aliens, and when like stuff like this shows up and it's like hidden and it's found and somebody leaked it, it's on YouTube. It doesn't hang around very long. So we're going to show some of it and put it on the show as proof. And, you know, if you can find the whole thing in its entirety, you know, definitely do it. But if you can believe that Disneyland produced an entire show about UFOs and aliens, we're going to show that to you. What else are we going to show? Well, you guys have seen Alien Files Unsealed Alien Files. Here's where it gets crazy. More stuff they don't want you to know. You can watch a lot of these, or you can watch them also back to back on Netflix as well.
Ever wonder how new Amazon seller...
Okay, let him say his spiel. So we're going to have a TV show in about 10 minutes. Skip ad. All right. Let's just check some of this out. Uh-oh, we are not alone. Yikes. Hey, obviously,
yet to be explored, so there's no telling how much alien activity there may be within its depths, or what they may be planning. Do aliens lurk in our oceans? And if so, what are they doing? Are they using the ocean's impenetrable depths to hide their bases? Tonight, we go deeper than ever before to expose the growing threat of unidentified submerged objects. On Unsealed Alien Files. A global effort has begun. Secret files hidden from the public for decades, detailing every UFO account, are now available to the public. We are about to uncover the truth behind these classified documents. Find out what the government doesn't want you to know. Unsealed Alien Files. Exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth.
All right, you know, it's just more stuff they don't want you to know.
Emergency lines are flooded with reports of UFOs in the night sky over Santa Monica Bay.
Uh-oh.
But the objects didn't enter the city's airspace from above. Multiple witnesses claim to have seen a fleet of UFOs rising out of the ocean and shooting into the sky. One UFO sighting is unusual. An entire fleet, extremely rare. The city of Los Angeles is famous as the movie capital of the world. But over the last few decades, it's been gaining a much different reputation. Thousands of sightings are being connected to California's coastal waters, and the implications are disturbing. We live on land, so it's logical for us to assume any visitors to Earth would be based on land as well. But is it possible the UFOs plaguing Los Angeles are actually unidentified submerged objects coming from beneath the sea instead of the sky?
Okay, there's something that you probably didn't think about. What are they called? USOs, unidentified submerged objects. Okay, if anybody wants to call me, the lines are open. 212-245-7273. I'm never going to say my landline. I got rid of it. The landline now was 212-247-3210. I had that phone number for 30 years. Manhattan 212. I just got rid of it. Poof. But every time I would come to the studios are 245 and 247 prefixes. And a couple times I actually said my landline on the air by mistake, and now it's in cyberspace somewhere, but it doesn't matter because it's gone. Okay.
Shaped object came from decades of unexplained sightings.
A little more, and then we'll start the big show.
There may be an alien base somewhere nearby. Compelling evidence of an alien colony would surface in 2010 in the form of a National Science Foundation photo of the sea floor. This image shows large domes the size of 2 football fields sitting on the ocean floor. The National Science Foundation reports that the domes are dormant volcanoes that may have a hollow center. Some experts believe if underwater aliens wanted to have an undersea base, these domes would be ideal. And this colony may have existed long before human settlement in the area. The undersea dome's estimated age
oh my
is as much
God.
as 40,000 years.
40,000. All right, so that's unsealed alien files, and there's the whole series is on Netflix, and you can just loop them. They're like 20 minutes long, and let's see. I wonder if there's any other interesting. So that's, I guess, one aspect. Submersibles, unidentified submersive alien. Let's see what this one has to say.
Aliens may have visited Earth before and will inevitably descend upon us in the future. But more unsettling is the possibility that aliens are already here.
Uh-oh.
And that they are using us. And that our civilization just may be their prized experiment. A global effort has begun. Secret files hidden from the public for decades, detailing every UFO account, are now available to the public. We are about to uncover the truth behind these classified documents. Find out what the government doesn't want you to know. Unsealed alien files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. UFOs and close encounters have been reported around the world.
Oh my God.
Densely populated urban centers, along coastal areas, in rural farmland, and in barren deserts. But why are UFOs here? And what do they want?
there are several different theories about why extraterrestrials might be visiting the Earth. That this is the prelude to some sort of alien invasion. That they're after our resources, whatever it is, and
Test. All right, guys, we're getting ready to go live around the world. Over 9 million people. Computer. Kirk, and this is my awesome, all the spiritual, all the time, supernatural, spiritual, mystical, and magical TV show. Why? Because the show must go on. Last week we were talking about Dolores Cannon, and she talked about, do you guys want the hat or not the hat? Got the shaman hair going on. All right, we'll do it without the hat. My name's Kirk, and we've done over 500 TV shows, and you know, if nobody will talk about it, we will talk about it. How's the sound check? Going live in 3 minutes. You can call here. We're in Studio 4, New York City, Manhattan, United States, America, the world, and beyond, 2017. So whenever you're watching this, I have a notion that even long after my body is gone, the Kirk Spiritual Show will still be around. People will still be watching me. So I want to say hi to everybody in the future, even though like I've been dead for, 100 years. Hey everybody, I've been dead for 100 years, but guess what? I'm saying hi to you in the future. Shakti. They say time happens all at the same time. So we haven't done a UFO show in over a year when the Kirk Spiritual Television Show was called Kirk TV. And we were new. We did UFO shows like every third show, because when we first started in 04, the YouTube didn't even exist. Actually, the internet was barely getting started. I was surfing the internet on web TV. If you can believe that, yeah. Look at this. So let's go unsealed. Let's go one more. What's your opening song wanna be? Like a sexy opening song that's kind of like fun. Oh, wait, what's that? Starships are meant to fly. That one? And they have spaceships and like aliens. Here we go. All right, let's start you off with Nicki Minaj. My name's Kirk, and we're getting our show ready. Why? Because the show must go on. It's July 17, and we are like around 500-600 shows. Here we go. Okay. Thanks for watching. We're going live right now. Shakti. Namaste. It's a spiritual, supernatural TV show. And look at Nicki Minaj. That's what aliens look like. Oh my God, all the straight guys are gonna be happy.
Beach, eat, let's go get a wave. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found a Bud Light. Bad bitch like me, it's hard to come by. The Patron, let's go get it down. The sound, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it 2, 3? Leave a good tip. I'ma blow all of my money and don't give a I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more, till I can't stand. Get on the floor.
Good evening, Manhattan, New York City, the world, the universe, and beyond. We're meant to fly. Good evening, Manhattan, New York City, the world, the universe, and beyond. We're going to talk about some UFOs and aliens. Give me a call, 212-245-72. 7-3. Studio 4 going live right now. New York City, man. Manhattan. Good evening, Manhattan. Okay, take it away, Nikki. My name's Kirk, and this is my spiritual, supernatural, mystical, and magical TV show. I don't know. I bet Nicki Minaj probably is an alien. Starships were meant to fly. Okay. Give me a call, guys. You want to talk about UFOs and aliens and anything supernatural, spiritual, mystical, and magical. That's your opening song. All right. So, my name's Kirk, and this is my spiritual, supernatural. Oh, we're having fun. This is kind of like, it's not a serious show, you know? You got to do like fluff shows sometimes. Anybody call. I put it out on Twitter, I put it out on Instagram, and I put it out on Facebook. We're live. So, 212-245-7273. And we're here every Monday, 11:30 p.m., channel 1993, 1997 in high def. And let's see, what's Nicki Minaj up to again? Starships were meant to fly. Here she goes again. What's going on? Yeah? 2 thumbs up, bro? Alright, we actually have an audience too. Yeah, come on and get a chair, man. It's not a serious show at all. Alright. Alright, what are we doing? We're talking about UFOs and aliens. If anybody wants to call, 212-245-7273 on the bat phone. So, we, on the pre-show, what did we see? We saw a little bit of unsealed alien files. And we saw a little bit about underwater UFOs. And what does this one say?
Alert.
You want to see this one a little bit?
Popocatépetl UFO, May 30th, 2013, Central Mexico.
Here we go.
Active volcano, Popocatépetl, is Mexico's second highest peak and only 40 miles southeast of Mexico City.
Mexican volcanologists obviously need to keep a very close
volcano, UFOs coming out of volcanoes. Another thing, okay, we just saw.
So there are remote.
Okay, check that out. We just saw
the volcano.
The alien spaceships coming out of the water. Now they're saying volcanoes too.
That was seen streaking across the sky towards Mount Popo.
One day, scientists, when reviewing the film, saw an anomalous light, and when they played the film, it seemed to show this UFO actually at one point changing direction and flying directly into the crater of the volcano.
There you go, man. Okay, these aliens are pretty smart, huh? They can live underwater, they can live in a volcano.
A lot of people theorize.
But what should we see? The band Disney. Here we go. This is the thing I was telling you about. Now, I think it's fake, okay? I'm not saying all UFOs are fake, but I think this thing just came out. It's called Extraordinary. Stan Romanek. at this, and we'll try to watch a couple of these trailers. I watched this the other night when I couldn't sleep.
I can tell you that your perceptions of Stan Romanek and his experiences are real. The interesting thing is that Stan has no idea who he really is, who he really is, who he really is.
If I thought Stan was lying about any of this, making any of it up, I would have walked away faster than anything. Love or no love.
It's easier for her to deal with this than it is for me to deal with it. I get scared, freak out, and run around like a little girl, and she's sitting there trying to figure out what's going on.
I said, you do not lie. Or you do not to me. Your experiences are real. I have a lot of proof for it. Therefore, you're okay.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being insignificant, 10 being the most significant ever, where does Stan's...
9.
I mean, I think one thing that they give is a sense of credibility. These equations are beyond what he can come up with on his own.
Stan is being used to give a message also. I mean, he's being used to say it's real. I knew she was real. I knew she existed. And in some ways, I prayed that he never found her. For 6 years, I worried what would happen to me.
Beautiful blonde hair, and she's just clinging onto my leg like, please, please don't let me go. And I realized that these kids are mine.
All right, what do you guys think here? Is this a total hoax? It's a fake movie. They're all fake. I do got to tell you, now, you're not going to believe me, and this is the honest truth. I think this movie is fake. I don't know if I believe this guy. But I still am a believer, and I do have to tell you a story about what happened.
Oh God, I'm shaking like a leaf. I hope I can get this.
Supposedly, this guy is the most well-documented abductee and experiencer in the history of the world. So this thing just came out. There it is. Oh, they don't show. There's one part. There's one part in the documentary where he shows the window and they actually see an alien head. And it's like so unbelievable. It was like 3 a.m. I started laughing out loud. Okay. But I do got to tell you that, let me see if we can get UFO, what is the thing? Implants. UFO alien implants, okay? Because this is the honest to God's truth. When I saw his implants, maybe he's telling the truth. When I saw his implants, those little things on his arms, I actually had one in the back of my leg. I was in Las Vegas, and I went to take a shower, and I had one of those things. And it looks exactly like that. It looks like a burn. And I ended up digging this thing out of my leg. No, there's probably not going to be show exactly how he has these things, and they're like little burns. They're like somebody took a match and burned it, and I had a perfect circular one on the back of my leg. I've told this story for years. I dug around my skin. I dug something out of my leg. This was 20 years ago, before X-Files, before any really internet or I read any books, and I dug it out, and the guy I was staying with literally said, "You're digging that thing out of your leg so they can't come and find you." That actually happened. I said, "Yeah, you're right." Like, I knew, and it was like, it looked like a tiny little grain of sand. Didn't even occur to me to save it. I didn't want anybody to know. Washed it right down the sink. So it was tiny. It would fit so it was nanotechnology. Now why? I don't know. They're like scoop marks. I don't know what to put in here to Let's try. Nope. Let's see. Apps. No, we want to go to Google. Google. Let's see if we can find some images. UFO, alien, implant. What's the word I'm looking for? Implant, skin marks. Let's try that. Alien abduction marks. Self-made good qualities. What do we got here? Okay, let me see. They look like little burn marks. Yeah, that one, it looks like that one. It was not a bruise. So, I don't know. This documentary that came out, it was the first time I ever actually... None of these look like it. It was the first time I actually ever saw, for real, that type of skin burn that I had 20 years ago. So that... I don't know, maybe it's true. Now, let's go to the other part. We're at 42 minutes. And anybody want to talk to me? 212-245-7273. So let's show you the band. You're not going to believe this, guys. For real.
Tonight we celebrate the new Tomorrowland at Walt Disney World in Florida with a television special that's out of this world. Hello, I'm Michael Eisner, head of the Walt Disney Company. In a top-secret military installation somewhere in the United States, there are those who believe that the government is hiding the remains of an alien spacecraft that mysteriously crashed to Earth. With more and more scientific evidence of alien encounters and UFO sightings, the idea of creatures from another planet might not be as far-fetched as we once thought. In fact, one of you out there could have the next alien encounter. Enjoy tonight's special. I'm going to walk over and see if I can sneak a peek. Maybe not.
Alien Encounters from New Tomorrowland is brought to you by Bounty. Outstanding absorbency and durability make Bounty the quilted quicker picker-upper.
Scientific verification of extraterrestrial life forms routinely arriving on Earth. Top secret reports from ongoing military investigations. Compelling home videos of alien craft captured within the last few months. World figures who have gone public with their own extraterrestrial experiences. The shocking history of government misinformation programs designed to prevent widespread panic. And personal accounts of those who have been abducted and studied against their will.
It's happened to me, it's happened to my sister, and I believe my mother.
My son looks me straight in the eyes, and he says, "They took blood out of you, Mama."
They don't ask permission, they take you.
But it's such an incredible secret, nobody wants to believe it.
There is valuable scientific data that would prove once and for all that planet Earth is being visited by highly evolved intelligence that is not from this world.
Wait a minute. I've had enough. Stop it.
From beyond the boundaries of our perceptions, intelligent beings are beckoning mankind to join the galactic community. It's an invitation which is both wondrous and terrifying. This is the nature of alien encounters.
Mankind has the unique ability to ignore the obvious, especially when the facts reveal a disturbing truth. We once believed the sun revolved around the earth. When Galileo demonstrated the reverse is true in 1634, he was charged with heresy and placed under house arrest for the last 8 years of his life. The charges were later dropped, 342 years later. Now, as we approach a new millennium, mankind is in the midst of the most profound event in history, actual contact with intelligent life from other planets. For nearly 50 years, officials have been documenting routine alien encounters here on Earth. and thousands of people have seen or experienced.
All right, once again, if you just tuned in, you've got to remember
refuse to acknowledge the obvious evidence.
this. For the last 8 minutes, you were watching a banned, never shown Disneyland, Disney World special that went out on the airwaves over regular television. It's 42 minutes long. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't really know what it says, but
Engineers have designed a way to prepare humans for their inevitable alien encounter.
I don't believe it.
And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, and a fire enfolding itself, and the brightness was about it. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. For the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. Ezekiel chapter 1. There have been reports of alien encounters throughout recorded history, often buried in the obscure poetry of mystics. But since the end of World War II, alien encounters have adopted a darker, more menacing demeanor. No longer just spirited lights dancing in the sky, UFOs turn more brazen, announcing themselves with surprising ferocity.
Most alien activity on Earth in this century seems to have been sparked by the single most profound technological achievement in human history.
That's weird.
The atomic bomb did more than blow away every conventional notion of combat. It also saddled mankind with the awesome responsibility of life and death for the entire planet.
I actually do believe they blew a hole through the ozone with the testing of the H-bomb, and I believe it really woke the aliens up to start watching us.
That a technological society had evolved on a small...
I do believe it. That's basically what they're saying. Let's see, we got 10 minutes left, so we're not going to be able to watch this whole thing.
Wars end in 1945, aliens who heard man's atomic trumpet were already charting their course towards Earth, responding to our open invitation.
See, I think they were already here. I think they've always been here. People say that there's spaceships everywhere, that only now we're just in our consciousness to be able to see it. We have done probably 20 shows in 14 years about UFOs and aliens. Some were jokes, some were fun, some we had people, conspiracy people. I don't know. But basically they're just starting, it was never in our consciousness to see a spaceship. And so now it's in our consciousness, and I think they were always here. And, if you just tuned in, I did have a scoop mark, an implant on the back of my leg, like about 20 years ago. I don't know how I got it. I was in Las Vegas, which is interesting because that's where Area 51 is. And I didn't go anywhere near it, though. Go figure. I dug something out of my leg that looked like a little tiny grain of black sand, and I got rid of it, and I didn't really think about it again that much. I don't know, you guys want to just see some X-Files? Because the X-Files really had a lot to do with bringing it all like out of the closet, basically. And a lot of conspiracy. Aliens. X-Files, aliens, thread. Topic. Scully and Mulder. I want to believe. So let's just show you a little bit of that, and then we'll have to wrap it up. Let's see. X-Files alien DNA of Scully. X-Files movie clip. Oh, the spaceship departs. That's a pretty good one. Let's watch that. so beautiful.
Scully, you gotta see this. Scully.
Well, I guess Mulder doesn't have to believe anymore. He saw it. That's from actually the X-Files movie, the first movie. The other two movies, wait a minute, was there two movies? Or no, the other movie was such junk, and then they had the X-Files revival, which was horrible. And now I heard they're trying to come back again for, I don't know, a movie. I feel like it's only fair that Chris Carter and Scully and Mulder wrap it up once and for all for us. You know, it's just only fair. They did get married.
As Alien.
There are only 3 episodes of The X-Files left. The countdown begins tomorrow on Fox.
All right. So I don't know if they're going to do one more movie. I heard it, and people talk about it all the time. Scully and Mulder did get married. If you never saw the movie, they got married, and then they were living apart, and it didn't work out. You never saw that part. So that's all about, I don't know. My name's Kirk. We got about 5 minutes left. Actors were never this. Let's see. Any more UFO alien stuff? UFO sightings 2017. They usually add something like best footage or real footage or raw footage. UFO sightings, excellent footage. Okay, July. I don't know. Let's check it out. We got a couple of minutes left. UFO sightings. Here we go. I don't know who this website is or what. Let's just check them out. See.
UFO. So as you can tell, this was that light, and you on this.
Okay. Like special effects from a 10-year-old. Let's see this one. Documentary footage, the elite on the public. On the air. May all your demons wither away. I will see you next Magical Monday in the Cyber Temple of Love. My name's Kirk. It's been my pleasure to be your host. and to talk about all things supernatural, spiritual, mystical, and magical. Thanks for watching, guys. So sorry, whoops.
And I am fine, cause all my love's electrifying. And I'm gonna feel like a sex.
I'm trying to get rid of it.
Wanna be with you.
Oh well.
And it's my premonition. I better give my heart a listen. And my preacher said, all of your demons will wither away. Ecstasy comes and second I say, you'll understand when you come my way. Cause all of my demons and wither away. All of your demons.
Alright guys, we'll see you here next week in the Cyber Temple of Love. Thanks for watching. All past episodes are over at dailymotion.com. Kirk Spiritual Healing Arts. Shakti, I'm an easy guy to get a hold of. And we will see you next week. Shakti. Thanks for watching, guys. May all your demons wither away.
Mr. What's it? Only parties, hard and active. Could be like a cesspool. Wanna be with you. Wanna be with you.